Hello, world. Um, I'm, individually a Garifuna person, born in Dangriga, and early in my life migrated to the United States. But as being trained as Garifuna, you never really let go of who you are, and you're always possessed by the laws of return, which means that wherever you go, you want to come back home from whence you left. Hence, was the calling in my movement in the world that over a period of time, the strength of that spirit of return brought me back home. You said, man, you got to go home. Wow. I understood clearly, though, what the work was. I understood my situation. I understood the condition of the country. I understood what I was going to face. I think I had spent quite a bit of time studying to deflect the effects of colonialism, indoctrination, particularly in our communities. The Garifuna communities were highly indoctrinated by religious entities that seek and somehow dominate, our reality. Being aware of all of them, the things, that spirit, that Carl say you got to go back home, you got work to do. Yeah, I came back home. Back with my colleagues before I made those moves, we used to talk about how do we garner the respect of our community so we can do the work that we actually set out to do, which is to raise their level of consciousness and strengthen their thinking. We decided to say, if you don't have anything, them people will not listen to you. As a matter of fact, they'll just deduce you and say you're crazy. You have to create something to engage them. And by that, you slowly break these different kinds of breakers, and you start to really communicate on many different levels. And I came to Hopkins and I went straight into entrepreneurial activity. That was the activity of the day if you wanted to make a living outside of the jobs existed with the building of tourist homes and the building of lies around the government, which I couldn't really handle. I went into private entrepreneurship, built a bed breakfast thing over the sea, which worked out very well. Um, it was new, innovative for Garifuna peoples, because we've never really done anything like that before. And of such, we're very opinionated. When you're doing it, everybody has something to say. Everybody has a good opinion about something that they don't know about. I live with it. Ultimately, we overcame and was able to run a business in the village. And such, we employed people. We sponsored young people. We paid for tuition for young people. We educate young people. And that relationship continues up to today, I believe, in terms of what we have done over the years and how we chose to live our life as well. At a point, I decided it was time to let go of swinging armadillos, which was the business on the sea, but selectively choosing a young Garifuna person from the village to do that, never enticed by the dollar of any Euro or tourist person, say, oh, no, 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 no. We have to have some continuity amongst us. And some of us, we have to be sensible enough to understand, look, we might not be able to afford some of these things materially, but we could sustain them when somebody has them that is responsible enough to hold them down. And hence, Swinging Armadillos was designated to a young brother in the village. He's doing well. I'm proud of him. We maintain continuity on that level, that the place is still there, and it sings its songs, and the remedies and the memories go on. When I did that, though, we were intensely thrust into movie production, which is still my love to this day, and we continue to do that. Never stopping, never. But yeah, we went into doing movie production in Belize. Again, we educated our community. We educated people, first young Garifuna people, to even take the initiative to act roles in our communities. Some never ever seen a camera, never. It made it, and we made these movies using these young talent in our communities and exposing that to the world from our village where we live and other village communities that have Garifuna people that were able to participate with us in demonstrating their talent in movie making. And the beat goes on. It was a, you know, they say that movie fever catchy, that when it hit the village, you catch it. All they use them light a fire. You turn around everywhere, they're editing stuff and shooting stuff and cameras on it. Everyone watching up saying, man, I love it. Really, what it took initiative of someone to say, we can do this. We can make this happen. And boom, some awards for best movies landed in Hopkins Village.
My friend, you never see how the man they touch up the girl last night?
I no more time more. I know. Don't tell about what you do. Maduga battle for one with you. Here, Magu ho about here. Maduga Magu am up in. I got what it.
Yes, Sam.
Maduga beta, huh?
Yes, Sam.
Leaving that behind, the side thing, the cactus thing. Cactus. Cactus is a multi-billion-dollar industry in the world. And we're not talking industrial cactus. We're talking home habit cultivation of cactus. Every country in this world right now has various different kinds of cactus organizations, representations, communities, whatnot. Every Facebook page, every world has a country in the world has a Facebook page that revolves around cactus. Here, I have long loved eating cactus fruit since I was a young man, but never had regular access to the fruit because there was only some regions that have them, and that's where I got them. Mexico City, that's where my love thing started with cactus. The pitaya that grows on the calomers, that grows on the, what they call fence cactus. It grows on the barrier around the house. It grows nice, different varieties of pitayas. I've been like a bucket thing, say, you know, but I have the cacti thing as well over the years, you know. I've monitored cactus movements, produced a few, and looked at the whole cacti movement, understood what it was in terms of its value. But I never ever did it for its value. I did it because I wanted to eat cactus and I never got enough. It's like when I found it on the market, wasn't really the kinds that I could produce myself, you know, using my skills as a cacti. I get better quality food, of course, but it was an industrial cactus, self-pollinated and what was bland, didn't taste very well. It's very expensive and could never get enough. Decided I have to cure this thing. To cure it is by planting my own cactus. That was how you cure. I could eat as much as I want, enjoy as much as I want from my own vines when you plant your own cactus. The thing is, though, that when you plant these things and you don't sell them to the people who want them, they really start to cup a little bit of a jealousy, right? Over the fact that, well, why only you enjoying and we can't? And they really want to think that they're better than you. And I'm saying, no, you can't be better than me. Because I plant my own food. That's how you get better, is by producing your stuff. Now, enjoy this, right? Like this right here, right there. It's like, you know, I planted this. We just harvested it today. I must say for purpose enjoyment. To buy this, to find it on the market right now, as fresh as this is, anywhere, is literally nil. In this whole radius, except maybe Mexico again, because they cultivate stuff. In Belize, it's nil. You know, Guatemalan itis from our vines today, right? I call it a kind of a sustenance for movie producers, by the way. Same way, you know, it's like it induces creativity when you start to eat some of it, you know, like you really start seeing world things, you know, future things, the conquering of our enemies by our youth. Another thing, right? The African Revolutionary. We're going to save that for another day. I'm going to eat this cactus. I have at least series of discussions on this camera and I that revolves around who we are, what we do, where we've been, And actually where we are, and at this moment where I am, sitting on the Republic chair eating one cactus that I just cultivate from off my vine. Now, I know you're feeling away, right? That you can't have none of this. But that's exactly what I'm saying. You want to empower yourself and feel good. Medicinal foods, high antioxidants, high volume of vitamins, all the good stuff for your body. You want to feel good about what you want, plant something. I would encourage that. Plant something. Until next time, yo.
Don't sell your land for nothing, even if you're hungry and starving. Don't sell your land for nothing, even if you're hungry and crying. Hold your land and reap your corn. Plant your land and wake up your land.